Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Or welcome if you're new. I hope you guys are all having an amazing day so far. In today's video, I'm doing a highly requested video of reacting to your guys' rabbit cages. Now this is actually the second time I am doing this, so I will leave my first video up in the iCards above, and I also go over the bare minimum requirements of setups for your rabbits, so make sure you go check that out if you haven't watched it already. Now I did post about this video specifically on Instagram, Facebook, and my community page here on YouTube, so make sure you are following me on all my social medias so you don't miss out on the next time I do one of these videos. Now last thing before we get straight into this video, if you submitted, I first of all just want to thank you for submitting, and I will be reacting and giving you guys all of my honest feedback. I will definitely be pointing out positives in all your enclosures, maybe critiquing you on some things. Please take it all as positive criticism. I mean, you already submitted your rabbit cage to this video, which means you obviously love your rabbit. So let's go ahead and get straight into this video. I got my laptop here and I'm just going to start with the most recent enclosures, and yeah, let's just get right into it. Alright, so our first submission is from Yaya, and you have two hollow mops. One is Mario and one is Kino. Both are males, and they are 3 months and they're getting along right now. They don't have a lot of chew toys, but you're getting them some. You're asking for toy recommendations, and they're on Oxbow Young Rabbit Pellets and Small Pet Select Alfalfa Hay. So based on the Oxbow Young Rabbit Pellets in the Small Pet Select Alfalfa Hay, that's exactly what they should be getting at 3 months. I would also offer them some Timothy hay along with the alfalfa. They definitely are cute, and I see you have 2 litter boxes, which is good because you have 2 rabbits. They look like they're a good size, and you do have a couple toys in there. They look like mainly baby toys. You do send me a picture of some Oxbow toys. I guess the only thing I do want to caution you against is with those lollipops and Tim Bells. I would only give them to them sparingly, kind of treat it like a treat. So maybe give them 1 of those a week. Just make sure you don't give them all to them at once, because it does have like carrots in it. Yeah, this is a pretty good setup. And then I guess the main thing that I like that you said is you did order another cage, and you are asking if you should separate them. And the answer is yes. So you sound like you're a new bunny mom. You got 2 rabbits. They're 3 months old. So rabbits hit puberty literally anytime between 3 to 6 months. And once they hit puberty, it's downhill from there. So when they hit puberty, a couple things can happen. You can have an unwanted pregnancy. You do say you have 2 males, but honestly it can still happen because sexing a rabbit is very, very hard. You know, people have been surprised they've been told they have a male and they schedule a neuter surgery and then it ends up being a female. So just be cautious of that. And then second is the likelihood of a fight breaking out is very, very high once they hit puberty. It's like game over. They are territorial monsters, at least in my experience. I know there's very few special cases where they don't have crazy hormones, but the vast majority of rabbits go insane. So yes, I would separate them, because if they do fight, you know, one of them sadly could be very injured or even to the point of death. Rabbits do not have mercy, and rabbits also hold a grudge. So if they do have a fight, there's a likelihood that you won't be able to rebond them later. So as soon as you get this second cage, separate them and keep them separate until they're both neutered. Wait a couple weeks after their neuter surgery and then rebond them. And yeah, that's what I'd recommend. I've gotten several questions about this, about people having 2 bunnies that are very young and keeping them together, wondering, you know, why are they fighting and all sorts of stuff. So if you guys want me to do a more detailed video about why you should not keep baby bunnies together, let me know. I can totally do a better video and more in depth. Otherwise, I love your setup. So you don't have a lot of chew toys, but you do have chew toys for them. If you want to offer a really cheap chew toy, you could offer them some toilet paper rolls or a cardboard box. Those would be good items, but I love the tunnel that you have and great flooring. Maybe watch the tunnel just to make sure that they don't eat it, because I know my rabbits would eat it. Don't want them consuming that. But otherwise, great setup. Right, it's the next one here. So this is Lindsay from All Things Bunny on YouTube, and she has 3 bunnies: Biscuit, Evie, and Jinx. They all free roam in my room. When I'm home, I let them out of the room as well. That just sounds amazing. I have this area for them with puzzle mats and a fleece blanket over it, because Biscuit recently got sore hocks, so I had to throw out the old rugs I had. I have this old dog crate as their little home for them to sleep in, because I still haven't found a cute one for them. The crate is always left open. I really like this setup. This is so cute. Bunnies are adorable. I think all bunnies are adorable. But you have a great hay rack with plenty of hay, a huge litter box for 3 bunnies, and lots of cat scratchers. Those are definitely one of my rabbit's favorite things to destroy. I see they have one of the oxbow hay mats, those are the willow sticks, but Oxbow sells both willow sticks and apple sticks. Those are both great toys. My rabbits love the different sticks to chew on. Yeah, this is an amazing setup, and the fact that you can free roam in your room, like, that is perfect enough, but you say you also let them out of your room when you're home. So this is an amazing setup. Obviously, no, the dog crate isn't the cutest thing in the world, but if they like it, that's great. I guess the only recommendation I would have is getting some sort of hidey house that has both an entrance and an exit, just because they are so much a prey animal. They like to have 2 entrances. So I would recommend maybe a cat tunnel or tunnel haven by Binky Bunny. I will leave that link down in the description below. It's my all-to go-to favorite bunny item. But yeah, that's the only thing I would suggest in this setup. I mean, I can see you're protecting your cords. It's just, it looks amazing. Just maybe another hidey house would be great. Let's go on to the next one. So this one is from Gloria. She's 16. She has a 1-year-old rabbit named Sam. She's from Spain. She says it might look bad at first because of the cage, but I use it to put the hay and the litter box inside and control the mess. The door is always open except at night. She says I want to let the door open always, but my parents won't let me. He lives in my bedroom. I take him out to the garden sometimes, but only if he can be supervised. He has a water bowl and a water bottle. He has a hide, but he would prefer to lay under the bed. You can also see a rug. I'm planning to get a bigger one, but this is the one he has now. So you got some storage in the corner, and your bunny. They're so cute when they do the Superman where their legs are just straight out behind them. I love this little cat house that I'm sure your rabbit has fun with, but you know I'm not gonna like the cage. It is the one sad thing is if you are not an adult yet and you live under your parents' house, you don't have a lot of control. I would continue to urge your parents to let you open that cage up. Maybe get an X pen instead so it's bigger. So I think you mentioned that at night you have to put them in there. If that is too small, I think you already know that. So we're not gonna go too much into that. If you can convince your parents to get like an X pen outside or maybe bunny proof, better in case I'm sure that's what they're worried about. You could also just convert this cage into a litter box. That'd be a good way to still use the cage. Literally just take off the top and use it as a full litter box. And looking inside, I would give more hay and try to get the litter box to be bigger. It looks like your bunny is fairly young from the picture, but as your bunny grows, it's gonna have a very hard time of fitting its little butt inside the little litter pan inside the little cage. Like the size of your entire cage would be a good sized litter box if you want to have the whole thing be a litter box. I think that would be a good idea. And it looks like you have an update because it's taken me so long to do this video. You got another rug and a cat tunnel. Cat tunnels are amazing. The only thing just to be cautious of is just supervise your rabbit and see whether they're going to be prone to chewing it. You don't want them to consume any of that tent-like material. And then you also said you're starting to convince your parents to get a pen for him to be in when I'm sleeping. So I would keep working on your parents, you know, be patient with them, and if you keep trying and are dedicated and loving your bunny, I'm sure they'll eventually agree that a pen is best. I mean, you can show them this video. I am telling you, you should have a pen. Literally, that cage is like not even the proper size for a hamster. You should not be putting a rabbit in it. Yeah, I think you know the right things to do. It's just convincing your parents. So good job, keep trying, you're doing great. So the next one here is from Enia. I don't know if I said your name right. I'm really bad with names, I'm sorry. And she is almost 16 and from Germany. Pretty cool. We have some people from all over the world in this video. And she has 2 buns. She's got Tommy and Ivy and their siblings. They will turn 1 in a month. Their enclosure is in your room. You're using CNC grids and a dog playpen. You have lots of free roam time. When basically the temperature's good, you let them out in the front backyard, which has a fence. You get a tiny bit of pellets twice a day and recommended amount of veggies, herbs. You know, you need to clean their litter boxes. And for treats, you give them freeze dried with no additives or fresh fruit. Ooh, and they can do tricks. So they can spin, stand, paw, and around, which is 8 around my feet. That's pretty cool. I've only been able to teach my rabbits to spin. Let's go ahead and look at your bunnies. Oh my gosh. I have always wanted to catch my bunny yawning and I just never have been able to. seen them yawn, just actually haven't been able to capture it on camera. But this must be Tommy, and this one must be Ivy. All right, now let's go ahead and look at your setup here. Fleece on the bottom. That little wooden chair is pretty cute. I don't know where you found that, but it looks like it's all natural and it's like the perfect size for the bunny. Looks like we're pretty innovative with making little tunnels and hideouts for them. So it looks like you keep them separate. You said they're almost one and they're siblings, so I'm gonna guess that they kind of get along, but not along enough to put them together. Just an assumption I'm making. I don't think I really have anything negative to say about this. They have toys, nice fleece bottom, water, their cage is a little bit on the smaller side, but they meet the bare minimum. And you said you let them free roam. So I guess the only one thing I would mention is you said you let them out in your front backyard. I know another person said they let them outside. Just make sure you're always supervising them and make sure that you are not using any pesticides and that your neighbors aren't using any pesticides, because that can really harm your bunny. So even if your neighbor is using them, the wind can bring it over into your lawn and it can really hurt your bunny. But that's just a caution just to be aware of that might not even apply to you. Overall, your bunnies are adorable. This is a great setup. There's really nothing else to say about it. So the next one is from Abby's Animals. Her bunny is Enzo, and he is a maple magpie mini Rex. He's super energetic and loves to play around. King Enzo has an X-Pen as a home base in my closet. He has full access to my entire room day and night, so the closet door is always open. Home base is just a place to keep his litter box, dishes, most of his toys, etc. The X-Pen is 16 square feet, and he has lots of room. Love your channel, and your pets are absolutely adorable. Thank you. In these pictures, this water jug is empty because I refilled it right after I took the pictures. It's pretty convenient that this fits in your closet that nicely. So you have, looks like the 4-foot tall X-Pen. Those are really good because your bunny cannot jump out of that. If a bunny can jump out of a 4-foot X-Pen, I'd really like to know, because that's crazy. Might have jumped out of 3-foot tall ones. You have fleece, you have a hidey house, water that you said you were just about to refill. Your litter box looks great. You even have a DIY hay feeder. That's pretty damn cool. You have the baby stacking cups. Looks like another baby toy, some Oxbow toys. This is a great setup. You have lots of toys, lots of things for enrichment, and you have a home base, which I think is important for a bunny that is free roamed. And yeah, I don't have anything bad to say about it. You can see you have veggies, toys, fleece, literally perfect setup. Nothing, no critiques. So now we have one more rabbit enclosure, and then that's all for today's video. So let's go ahead and do this last one. So this is from Emma, and her rabbit is Loki. He lives in a large X-Pen and free roams all day. I can't have him out at night though, because he's pretty destructive with cords and things on my floor. He's 1, and I got him a covered litter box in the second picture, so he has a larger litter box currently. Love your channel and vids. Let me know if there's anything I could change in his cage. Okay, so you have pretty good sized X-Pen here. You have the 5 Below Christmas tree hut. I got that for my bunnies. If your rabbit's destructive, I'm kind of surprised that he hasn't destroyed that yet, but if he hasn't, that's great. You've got fleece, and it looks like some square carpet mats in there. So great flooring. Definitely have a water dish. Have little toys scattered throughout. So yeah, that looks great. And then here's little Loki. Your rabbit is absolutely adorable. You said that is a covered litter box. I recommend not using a covered litter box. I don't know if you plan on actually using it like with the cover. I know Lynn the bunny has a covered litter box and she greatly advocates for it, but I do not recommend it because it traps all the odors inside. There's no way for really ventilation or enough ventilation, because rabbit urine does stink. You don't want your rabbit being in somewhere that's just gonna reek. So if you do have a covered litter box, you really need to be changing it like every single day, depending on how much your rabbit pees. Maybe you can get by every other day. So I don't recommend covered litter boxes. Other than that, your setup looks pretty standard. I would also recommend that you get another hidey house that has 2 entrances, just because they are prey animals. They don't ever like to feel trapped, which you can make one out of a cardboard box. You get the tunnel haven like I recommended. Get a cat tunnel. Just be cautious that they're not eating the tent material. There is also, Target sometimes sells cat cardboard houses, and sometimes those have multiple entrances. Those are great. But yeah, that's the only thing I would recommend is another tiny house with 2 entrances. Otherwise, just be cautious of covered litter box. And yeah, this is a pretty great setup. And you also free roam. Your bunny, like most bunnies, is destructive, so it's totally fine to put them in a safe spot when they're most active so they're not getting into things, definitely because you're sleeping, you're not watching them. So that is definitely great. So yeah, that's really it for all the different cage setups. I think all of you guys clearly love your bunnies, and that's really great to see. Yeah, overall, you guys are doing a great job doing what you can. Hopefully for those of you who are not adults yet and still have to listen to your parents and follow their rules at home. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Again, thank you if you submitted your entries. And if you guys also like this video, make sure you give us a like. And if you want to see more content like this and more bunny content, make sure you hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. And I'll see you guys in my next video. And until then, remember, live life to the fullest.